Okay, pardon the interruption there. I don't know where I put my head this morning. So, welcome to this week's weekly one-shot. This is Creeper World 4. I have never played any Creeper World game. I hadn't even heard of them until this one was coming out. And I believe Tandy actually said good things about the series. And I have been vocalizing my desire to play a good tower defense game lately. And I could go crawling back to Plants vs. Zombies, which is of course the best tower defense game ever made, but I'd rather try something a bit fresher, something that I haven't played before, and that's where Creeper World 4 here comes in. We've been given a challenge by Zaramus to beat the campaign in 8 hours. 8 hours is a lot of time for a game that's largely strategy, so I have good confidence in myself that we will crush this and be left with plenty of time in the evening to play more State of Decay 2. That said, I don't know how big this campaign is or how long the levels are, so let's jump into it. We're going to start with Leo 266, the eve of humanity's greatest journey. I believe there's an intro, so let's enjoy it. That was a bad moment to go and get a drink. Righto, sorry about this kid, but no launch party for you. The system cache needs a purging, you'll need to head to the launch site, run a full sim today. Right now, you know, so we can launch it, enjoy your sim. Okay, great. Thank you, director. Thank you, director. It's really appreciated. Man, this junior scientist sounds kind of uppity. Big grounds for getting yourself caned in a company for firing an email off like that. Okay, somehow it took us 2.5 hours to get ready for something we were told to do immediately, but let's get to the lab control and get it over with. Okay, this looks like agency, so let's get that timer going. 8 hours starting now. Move the interface, hold down right and drag to do so. Okay, holding down middle click seems to rotate us. Right click for panning. It's one of those awkward zooming where it's up and down and it's inverted from Dominions 5, so that's something. Reset the interface with Charlie. Good to know. Personal log. Hello, Doctor. Hope your day's pleasant. Requesting, purging, towering. You may close this interface and proceed. I will... yeah, great. Build tower there. Great, we've mastered the basics of the game. Space to cancel. That is also going to throw me off. It's like a mishmash of Frostpunk and Dominions 5 controls and inverted from both. Okay, activate experimental Soylent Fields. Override. Okay, what are we, some young spunky scientist trying to shove it to the man? Alright, sure. So it looked like there was some juice coming out of this thing. Going to those towers. The Soylent Fields are now activating. They're not scheduled. They were supposed to be part of the exhibition. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Remain here until the launch party. Okay, sure. Some squares are coming out of the towers. Orbital sensors detected incoming high-velocity objects. Okay. Brace for impact. Am I missing something here? Well, I'm missing that. Are these the titular creepers? Also, what's with this very slow panning speed? That needs to be increased. Keyboard scroll rate? We don't know what caused the impact. They weren't normal meteors. They've released something that's spreading across the terrain. None of the crew are there. You have to do this alone. Sure. Okay, that's loud. Okay, they're blowing up my everything. this some kind of grey goo or flubber or something? Spreading across the map, blowing up my everything. Wonderful. The unknown materials approaching the Rift Lab. I recommend relocating mining cannons. Might delay them. So we're gonna shoot water. Sure. Oh my days. Everything moves slowly, it seems. Really rather slowly. Yeah, that sound is gonna get real old real fast. That needs to be brought down quite a bit. And maybe the volume. The volume seemed alright. I'm not the one that watches these, so you keep me posted on what's tight and what's right. That is hideous. It looks like dried up mold stain. Except a lot more blue. I think mold can turn blue. So, I assume this is the tower aspect of tower defense. These things go down, they shoot whatever comes close. Okay, this reminds me a lot of Wet Tricks. Okay, you have to get out of there, save the lab and yourself. That stuff is destroying everything. Okay. Great, I'm out of here, I think. How do we leave? Oh, looks like we just go. Fair enough. Jake's never played Creeper World, right? Correct, I've never played it, I've never seen it played. This is all very new and exciting. Well, it's new. Right, so this is how the stuff spreads and hurts us, right? Gets onto our things, lowers its health, and then boom. And more boom. Can I move more of these? I am going to be of the understanding that this green stuff is power range. Oh, let's jump. So, abandoned ship there. Okay. Good on us. Is this the whole campaign? Because what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 missions. 20 missions in 8 hours? And we did 1 in 4. Jinx, this reminds me of Baron Von Owen playing Super Mario 2, but the opposite. The jump was a success, but now what? I don't know. Let's play it. System fault. Error. Ship's broken. Where the heck am I? This isn't Farsight. I thought we were going to Farsight. So what's the button for pause? Because I don't want to have to click that every time. I'm not seeing any hotkey for it. Maybe it's the... Oh, I have no idea. It's not return either. This looks interesting. What is this? I don't know. Maybe build towers and connect to it. No, do that. Might be prudent to keep our towers on relatively high ground. Ah, or maybe, just maybe, put towers in such a way that fill up the land quite a bit with electricity. So take a moment to build, we power it up. What are you going to do now? 1 of 42 valid checksums, corrupt or missing. Praise be the founders, ceremonial, da-da-da. What the hell is all this? Lost in space with a cult virus and surrounded by unknown liquid death. Nice. What in the world am I reading here? Well, I guess that's neither here nor there. Let's go and set up some guns. Can I put one up here? Looks like a good place for one. Mother not found, mother must praise the... What the hell is this? Okay. Ah, P for pause, thank you. That's pretty old school. You can pretty much ignore the story way ahead of you, Max. I don't think this this gun's going to be doing much for me up there, sadly. So what's going on in the water? It doesn't seem like it's actually coming close or being much of a threat to us. Let's just expand our operation here. Okay. As long as a gun is connected to towers, that red line, it can get ammo, so they don't have to be in the green radius. Green radius is just collecting energy from the area. Ah, it's collecting! And here I thought it was distributing. Maybe my mind is too tuned into Factorio for its own good. So, okay, we are shooting at the water. Good for us. So somebody mentioned a click and drag thing. Ah, that's kind of cool. So there you go, get a lot of energy out of that. And let's set up a bunch of guns to shoot stuff. And keep ourselves nice and free from this gooey menace. What's up with these two? They don't appear to be shooting much. Are they out of range of this? Or do I just not have enough power? I don't know, but they don't want to work. Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out. It is connected. That said, though, that water's getting a little dangerously close to them, so what's going on with all this? Maybe the energy doesn't pass through a gun like that, and I need to do something like that. How do you feel about that? Everything. Oh, they feel pretty good is the answer. Sweet. But this isn't doing me much good, so let's move you out here. You guys are in trouble if you don't get shooting. There we go. They're dropping these wee cube things. What could it mean? Well, who knows or cares what it means. Let's just kill and keep moving. I wonder what the objective is, truth be told. Maybe I meant to clear all this water. Maybe I meant to get to this kind of relic thing. Maybe I want to go... Oh, here we go. This. I want this. Oof, good thing I panned the map at all there. Okay, what's my best way to get over there? Probably to bridge over this and here, or just make a beeline through that. I'm a little lost on what my energy or structural concerns are here. But it's probably not that important. We have gen, we have use, we have store. I got this graph. Maybe this info thing will tell me something. Sure, click units, select them, movable units, okay. Resources. Resources, Enar, red on, blueite collected and sent to the factory. I haven't seen any of those. The lab, the towers. Green area makes energy. Cool. Cannons. Cannons are the basic thingamajiggers. Target priority settings. Creeper by default. Mesh. Alright, sure. Why not? Why was one of the resources in lowercase? The world may never know. Alright, but we're cleaning out quite a lot of this gunk. Oh, well, I thought I was cleaning out some of this gunk. Maybe the cannon needs to be a bit closer first, or maybe even two of them like so. Oh yeah, that stuff's spreading. Spreading dangerously close. That's not fair, why don't you just ignore all guidance like usual, says Nerdy Nick. Sorry to say it, but I'm here to win. Okay, I seem to be failing miserably at building this thing. So it costs 25 lightning bolts. Oh wow, this is not a place for me to build. I bet the problem's you. Somehow. You should be moved closer to here so you can actually go and do some damage. Oh nice, we're draining out this area. Sounds useful. Since the green areas generate energy, it's probably a good idea to set up lots of them. And then, I don't know, tower up next to them to really bring home the bacon. I'm sure there are basics here that I am not grasping, but that's nothing unusual. Wonder if we get energy from areas that are coated by the weird blue stuff. Alright, go, go, go. Gun them all down. I need to go and get that thing that I apparently want. Now this looks pretty unlosable. So are they actually generating more of this blue stuff? Or could I actually drain the map like I'm playing Dutch here? Good, right now it looks like I can just harvest a whole lot of power. That didn't last long. Go, more guns. More guns are good guns. Well, not good enough guns. And perhaps a better thing to do would be to move the guns I have closer to the front lines. You know, the ones that are no longer quite contributing to the fight. Come on, the time has come for more Daka. Jake, the left lower corner shows how much creepers on the map and how much is produced and destroyed. Okay. Good for them, I guess. That seems to be going surprisingly smoothly. Is there a hotkey for this? Like T for tower? Shift T for tower? Or numbers for it? Yeah, we got it. 1 for tower. Excellent. He can move guns en masse. Oh no, not RTS stuff. It's alright, we'll survive. Alright, give me all of this energy. Gotta make the mother of all spirit bombs here. There are centered creep points that generate creep. I'd imagine it's stuff like that. Also, the creep is coming. Better get it cleaned out there. Keep pressing Q to cancel things. Space feels weird for that. I wonder if I can rebind that. Controls, space. Wait, Q is to zoom in, not on my watch. This is what we have a. That's what we have a scroll wheel for. Where's space? Space for cancel. There we go. Oh, that's going to feel a lot more natural. Excellent. Different things for different people, but what is this? A pod. Low health, high ammo. Unit is on, it's armed, it's supplied. Well, I don't know what to make do with that, but oh well. I believe in Jake, says Saber. Oh, I thank you. I also believe in Jake. Seems oddly drawn out. Maybe I'm just taking a long time on it. Don't lie, Jake, you believe in money. I can believe in multiple things. Alright, so what I'm seeing is that these power poles are going into the lift tick. Whatever that means. Maybe it's needed for some of the stuff out here. If only there was a way to make things faster. Yeah, if only. Are there hotkeys for those? Because that I'm not seeing. Plus, oh yeah, plus and minus. There we go. Can I use number pad plus and minus? No. Well, let's change that as well. Where's speed? Oh lord, that's a lot of key bindings. Increase speed. Decrease speed. There we go. It's just a lot faster to hit from the mouse there. Did I try to deploy something that just immediately broke? Probably. you go. I'm sure all that stuff will eventually be built and good to go. Okay, more compatible software, Alien World, what be installed and run? Okay, sure. Engine error, jump drive error, engine restart success, jump drive restart incomplete. I'm unable to initiate a jump back to Mars. Coordinates cannot be established without a rift carrier signal. There's McGubbins aplenty here. Praise the founders. If I do this, I'll get back to Mars. Let's take the totem. Okay. So what now? We get over to this thing. It needs a lift stick, which was what this. This looks like a lift stick, whatever that is. Great. Well, what I'm hearing is we need to get over here for this McGubbin. There you go. Just harness all that power. And also the power of Daka. I worry that I'm going to lose track of all the everything in this game. Okay, this looks like one of those things, generators. If I destroyed that, would this whole area be safe for me? Oh, well, jump drive is reinitiated. You may jump when ready. Well, I'm not ready yet. I want to see what happens when I destroy this gunk. Okay, I don't seem to be able to destroy them. Fascinating. So with the totems powered, off we trot. Alright, that took quite a bit longer than the first mission, so maybe I was being a bit gung-ho on how easy this would be. Achievement progress lower 10%, you can keep the other 90. Alright, home. You can never go home. Speaking of never ever, there's a massive payoff for people that voted on failure, but still Kerry was the only one that had the brass buckets to put 40k on the line. Interesting. I would never choose to throw a weekly one-shot, but never say never. Right, Ada's log. I'm sorry, the jump was a success. We did not arrive at Mars. Scans of the surrounding terrain show structures inconsistent with known engineering, similar but not identical to... Okay. Select rematerialization coordinates. So I guess we start our campaign from somewhere. There's not a lot of gunk on this map, but I'm assuming that there are going to be gunk generators, and oh my, there's a lot stored up there, isn't there? Well, if we need to get everywhere, surely it makes sense to be in the center. And then, I don't know, taking over all the everything around here? Is this the done thing? I mean, in a game like this, surely more territory, more power, more everything. Oh, I'm paused. Nothing's happening. Okay, praise be the founders. Not Farsight, now not Mars. Creeper is a great enemy. And a new mortar weapon, I should have stayed in bed. So mortar does what? Looks like it has a massive range, and oh my, things are spawning in now. Maybe this is more awesome software. Maybe. More liftic, nice for those totems I have to connect to, sure. Is there any reason not to just literally build towers anywhere? Search me. Looks like limited range of lava on this thing. But they're far more power hungry, it seems. So I'd want this to keep it covered, and then a mortar over there. I should also keep track of any of this stuff that's getting a little too close for comfort around here. That should keep this area safe. This stuff doesn't seem to be encroaching. But this other stuff does, so let's keep an eye on that. Bully. On you go then. You know what, you just go and pump down into that. Just give me all the power everywhere. Because greed, as I so often say, is good. And if there's a reason not to just harness all the power for myself, I'm sure the game will let me know. By kicking my ass for this kind of hubris. Till then, though, mortars all the way. Ooh, you know, a mortar would probably do some damn good up here. And by a mortar, I mean half a dozen mortars. Jinx, this is better expansion than Black Bull gives me. Go, my mortars take this over. Seems that this can only pump out so much power, but it looks like it pumps out lots of power. It's going all over the place. Well, that's nice. Looks like those mortars can't target everything, but they do a damn good job of clearing out. Oh well, more land. Everything for us. Hierarchy, Nullification. What? I was expecting more Cult Virus Joy. Instead I get Combat Soft. Isn't that what we're looking for? I don't know. This lore makes no sense. It makes anti-sense. Maybe that's the point. At least it's not lol so random. Yet. Okay, I'm really liking these mortars a whole lot more than our tiny little tower things. Or cannons, rather. What's this nullifier do? Build the great new nullifier near this great M&M. Okay. Ah, so that's going to take out the spawner stuff. I understand, maybe. I missed the point where these guys can actually connect. There you go. Looks like there are choke points as well for feeding the power through. Yeah, it gets there before it gets to these other ones. I should keep that in mind. Should keep that in mind. Might not. So do we have this or not? Oh, it's spreading through these pipes. That's kind of cool. Oh, I'm really reminded of Wetrix, and I liked Wetrix a lot. Jake, top left corner of your interface. What about it? We've got general use and store. Maybe store is what we have here that we can pump out at our earliest convenience. Okay. Violence is good, but ultra violence is better. There we go. I don't mind that some of those got destroyed. The whole point was to just build as many as we can, as quickly as we can. Nullifier, how do you work then? It just works. Gotcha. Well, that's fine. I like things that work. What's the premise here? Bomb water until it goes away? It seems so, and that's a premise I can get behind. More Liftic, nice. For those totems I have to somehow connect to. Yeah, you're the boss. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Get those, and then mortar everything. And then advance the mortars once these mortars have mortared enough. Dominate the landscape here. It's kind of cruel in a way. So I could say move you guys over here as a unit. Probably a waste of time to have things like these guys which are doing nothing. I'll leave a token force behind, but the rest of you are going to move over here. And of course I'll tower you up. Can't help but feel overqualified for this. Right, so we're drinking up all that energy. It's being sent into this thing, and find and nullify. All other priorities suspended. Sure. Sure. This isn't making a lot of sense to me. Also, what are these icons? They must mean something. Play log? Here we go. Oh, they're the objectives. Survive, reclaim, custom. Okay, so what's our objective here? Doesn't say. Let's just go for it. Right. Soy energy generation failure. Welcome home. Okay. Lucky me. Once again, we select where we go. That looks like somewhere that's going to generate a lot of the filth for us. And this looks like a lot of filth that already exists. What's all this stuff about, though? Looks like it'll be difficult to get from one place to another with our power poles. Maybe it could extend that far. Just doesn't seem like it. Alright, fair enough. We shall start right here. Seems like the biggest mass. No, this one's bigger. Oh well. Oh well. Just give me everything. Maybe there's a reason not to take everything, but it's beyond me. Oh, I'm paused. maybe we're about to find out the reason. Oh yeah, there's a good reason. Creeper emitters identified. Da 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 da. Nullify. Okay, sure. What are my options for nullification? Because right now, I think I'm about to die. Oh yeah, dying is definitely on the menu here. These look like Mars Core Energy Storage Ultra Caps. Oh, goodbye, home. Rematerialization in that. Wait, you get a second chance at it? What a casual game. Okay, so it seems it's considerably safer to start over here. This terrain looks like it was made for miners. Rotate A miner with O. A miner. So... okay. What's the meaning of this? Looks like I can build it there, but it doesn't show any area of effect. O for rotate, yeah, finally came full circle there. Alright, let's put you down and see what happens. Strange though, it shows some kind of area thing only when I don't put it on valid areas. Maybe they only affect small bits like that. I don't know. Thankfully there's an info thing here. Miner. Miners use resource terrain to create energy or bluite packets. Bluite packets are sent to the factory for conversion to anti-creeper. Each miner operates only in the terrain it covers. Aha, see, there we go. Multiple miners can be on the same patch of resource terrain. When placing them, there is a green-red indicator on the miner to show how effective the position is. Amazing. Sounds like I need a lot of miners. Guess Frostpunk was with us all along. How do I move this thing? How do I destroy? Oh, there we go. Destroy. Bye-bye. Now, we're going to have a hard time, surely, without enough power here. Actually, maybe there's plenty of power. Looks like we're doing fine on power. Long distance something or other is on track. Well, good for them. Ah, so we have these long distance pylons, which will... something. Probably help me get over to places like here. So I would put one, say, here, then here, and then there, and then, ho, then I'll be the one doing all the laughing. Didn't like you. What's up with the area of effect not showing so much anymore? Well, whatever, that'll do. And then it is time for the big kaboom. People like Nitro even helping you at this point. Oh, how you've fallen, Jake. I've fallen and I can't get up. It's kind of cool the way it spreads out like that. So what's up with these miners? I'm not sure I quite understand what they're doing for me. Press O to rotate. That is cracking me up internally. Says to generate a resource, but I'm not quite sure I'm understanding what that resource stuff is, or how that's going to help me. Oh, we're eating a deficit. We need power, but that's okay. We'll surely clean out all this stuff and get all that power. Surely. This doesn't look losable because this watery stuff can't even get to me. Ah, I'm liking that mortaring. Soon all this land will be mine. Oh, not in a deficit? Agonizingly slowly building up some power here. Good thing I didn't carpet all of this into mining, but I still don't understand what I'm mining. Maybe I should reread the info. Bluite packets are sent to the factory for conversion to anti-creeper. So what is anti-creeper? Resources? Bluite produces anti-creeper. Alright, so what's anti-creeper? I don't know. Oh well, that's probably neither here nor there. What I'm more interested in is carpeting this land with my power suckers. Can I reach down there yet? Probably not. Could I do that? Probably yes. Good. It's not showing me the whole sucking up the land's energy information anymore. What's up with that? I kind of miss the whole sucking the land dry thing. You probably press the hotkey to deactivate it. Really? Wouldn't surprise me. What buttons was I pressing? I don't know. I do not know. Oh boy. Deactivate, multi-select, terrain select, viz. You've not deactivated anything, Jake. Don't worry. I wouldn't worry, but still. Well. Good job, mortars, but there are other places for you to be. Get closer and get killing. Yeah, I wonder what's up with tower energy offline. Like, what tower? What energy? I mean, these are towers, but... Ah, wait, I think I get it. Maybe that means that our towers don't generate any energy. And that is a quirk of the map. That makes sense to me. Almost as much sense as bombing this alien scumbag into oblivion. Maybe I should secure this area. Seems the best one to get safe. Now he only needs to realize that miners generate his energy. Alright, I'll take it. But I thought it said miners mine out that bluite for me. Well, the energy situation looks pretty fine. So do I get this thing yet or not? Probably need these powers for them. Okay, well I can creep my way over to this, nullify the emitter, and then we'll be good probably. But I can't help but feel I need a lot more mortaring. I mean, this is some mortaring, but imagine how much more it could be. Or maybe cannons still have some kind of use. They're a bit more rapid fire, if nothing else. And perhaps even quicker to set up. It would be nice if they actually did something, though, instead of just gawking at the situation. You know what? I feel like more miners. Surely this is nowhere near enough miners for Germanic levels of industry. What was the game that I was scorning at because it was O for Otate? Maybe it was Oxygen Not Included. Or maybe it was a figment of my imagination. Alright, time to get de-emitted. Oxygen Not Included, was it? Ah, there we go. I got a few choice words for that game. Boy, I do like these mortars. Wait, why is my nullifier not nullifying? Oh, it's still building up. Gotcha. Alright, so with you nullified, I wonder if I can move you after this thing is nullified or if it needs to be constantly nullified. Whatever the case, your ammo isn't looking good, and I don't understand ammo. Where are they getting ammo from? What generates ammo? Dispatch ammo packets. Okay, great. Now what's giving us ammo? These Ultra Cs distribute ammo, so maybe it's that. Info. Cannon. Mortar. Range, speed, resources. I don't know. Don't understand ammo then. Yeah, well, fair enough. I get through my life not understanding lots of things. Don't bother me. Seems to bother some other people though. Friend looked like he was having an aneurysm when I said I didn't know the names of the Beatles. How can anyone grow up in Britain and not know the Beatles? It's the default option. Alright, let's piling up this stuff. You can see in the build menu at the top right each weapon, what ammo it requires. Top right. Not seeing it. The top right of the icon. Ah. So energy is what it needs for ammo. Well, I'll believe it. In any case, this all looks pretty hunky-dory. Ah, looks like stuff's still getting piped over here, though. I understand. Alright. Guns deploy. I feel like a pylon would be of some use around here, just to get some extra range on the everything. And these mortars are now surplus requirement back here, so they should be thrown into battle. Wave after wave of my own mortars. I need to go over here and deal with whatever's happening. And nobody cares about this. This area is fine. That said, though, I believe it was Aku who said that we might as well go for complete annihilation. God, this gets messy with all those wires. Well, fine by me. All the more to destroy them with. I hope this game doesn't have stuff spawning out of nowhere. So you set up your defense and then suddenly, whoops, they somehow crept up behind us. Oh, those creepers, those. One of these is surplus. Which one? You? Kind of. Not sure why you wouldn't just stick it to 4 times speed as soon as things are stable. I would doubtlessly miss something important if I did that. Plus, I quite enjoy watching all this activate the way it does. Okay, what are my options for getting over here? Probably up on this higher ground. And that would require some piloning. And I don't even need to build over there, I just need to send them over. Go, go, go. This isn't going to work well until that pylon is activated. Please send whatever it needs over there on the double. Really feels like it's coming out dangerously slowly. A bit quicker, please, or these things are going to go. Oh. Huh. Looks like they keep some of that power on them. They don't... Oh, God. Abort, abort. And then Fan jumps up going, Bort? Where? You know what, on you go. I'm well aware that I'm sending some of you to your horrible death. But that's okay. As long as some of you keep this area under wraps. Alright, maybe somebody can tear through this fast enough to not kill those. Are you going to be okay? You look like you're dying. You look like you're really dying, but you might undie. Ah, you're gone. Well, too bad. It even floated up to heaven. Well, they tried. They just didn't try hard enough. There's a heaven for mortars, but there's not a heaven for furries. The things we learn from State of Decay. State of Decay is absolutely the antithesis of what I imagined I would have running on my channel. Just doesn't seem at all like the kind of games that I'd be running, but then it just came out and was somehow brilliant. A pleasant surprise. Sometimes this click and select feels a little choppy. Just missing face cam then? No. Done that once and that's already one time too many. Okay, these guys are certainly surplus to requirements out there. Get over here, destroy everything you see. And even some things that you don't. Is there anything we have back here that's unnecessary now? Kind of. At this point, surely I can slap down just a ton more mortars just to really show that stuff who's boss. I feel like I don't have good usable information on how many things I can build. I mean, maybe it is there, but I'm not seeing it. I guess it's using versus... Okay, I'm generating 30, I have 100 stored and I'm using this much. So maybe when those things are built, they're going to start using more than I have. And I can't increase my output at all. Yeah, they all seem to be working. Can't even rotate a sneaky little one in there. Alright. Oh yeah, if I fail this challenge, it's a big payoff for those that believed in the losing. What was that? Don't know, but the game wanted to hang there for a bit. Okay, these guys are all pretty surplus to requirements. Don't worry, Jake. Win or lose, I'll always believe you're a loser. Oh, man. Sounds like Dark Young wants to solo a Plague Heart. You know, I remember you saying during the stream, Young, oh, you could take a Plague Heart on easy right now. He's just being a coward. So I fired up a Dark Side. I went over to the nearest Plague Heart I could find, and, no! No, you cannot! You attack it and it will just spawn monster after monster at you, including special infected. And the damage you do to it is pretty much non-existent. Did you melee it? Yeah, I did melee it. Now maybe a better melee weapon would have done stronger, but I don't have good melee weapons. Okay, what's going on here? This probably doesn't matter at all this writing looks god-awful. Alright, just send in the everything, I'm sure we'll be fine. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit of damage coming out. You can power your way through it. Now, here's my question. If I take you and move you over, does this thing stop being nullified? Probably. Almost definitely. Hey, tower energy's online now. What's up with that? Huh, that thing's generating a little too fast for me. Alright, just get sent in there, lads. You can do it. How are you planning on moving it, Jake? Well, by selecting it and then telling it to go somewhere. But it doesn't seem to want to do that, so it's probably a moot point. There we go. You don't want to die to the slime? Then destroy the slime. Wow, those mortars do a damn good job of it. What's up with the nullifier? It's not nullifying. Maybe it needs to build up to 25 ammo. Okay, there we go. Lovingly nullified. Now go in for the kill. Also note that we don't have towers and stuff for you, but that's okay. Probably. Well, easily done. Oh, all these pylons I think are cut off from the mainstay. Yeah, there we go. Done and done right. Yeah, these missions are taking a bit longer now. What have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 20 in 1/8 of our time. We'll see about this then. Eons of fighting must have taken place here. Deep down, the Win lobby is starting to panic. 20 missions. He has 24 minutes per mission. This mission 4 is already over the time limit. Oh, that's cool. Right, anti-creeper technology acquired. Da 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 da. Sure. Rematerialize. Okay, this all looks a little different. What's your story? Okay, well this is where it's going to emit a load of gunk for me. So I better keep that in mind. The terrain looks not so great. What's the implication here then? You know what? I don't know. So let's just set ourselves up somewhere like here and see what happens. I want Sarge or Preacher back. Okay, select a minor field. Build and select a minor field. Must we? They're already emitting stuff at me. Quite a bit, actually. Hey, cool. We can do it like that. Still, though, they're probably going to need and want a lot of this stuff. Oh, I get my power back from this? Sweet. Well, it's not that sweet until I actually connect them up. Well, that's hideous and inefficient, but it's what we're doing anyway. Also, it appears to be coming in from this side at an alarming rate. So I'm probably going to want some cannons or something to take care of that. Any minute now. Oh, those are gone. Let's not waste our time with those. Seems to be focusing on the miners somewhat, and on the guns somewhat less. Quite a bit less. Can't help but feel the guns were slightly higher priority than the miners. Just slightly. Oh, jings, they take forever to build like that. Can you set build priority? I think it's a little late for that. I think it's only time for us to die. Hey, what's with the shield going on here? Blueite ore, energy, radical... Oh, whatever it is, it seems to be stopping the... Oh. Ah, it needed power for that. Well, this looks like a good place to set up base, then. But I also feel like I'm missing out by doing it that way. Interesting. Well, we're learning. Slowly but surely. Yeah, I still don't think that's the best way to do it. I want to keep the enemy off my back here. So let's do something like this. I still want all this power, by the way. There we go. These things are built pretty quickly, so there should be no problem building tons of them. And then, looks like if we just set up a single miner, surely that's going to be plenty. Oh, there's not a lot of resources for you, are there? Whatever, a couple of them should do. That'll power all that, and then we'll get our guns going. South Central, get your guns out. Come on, build a little faster, will you? Why so slow? Oh, right, it's building up the energy. These things need to grow first to bring it in, then they'll dish it out nice and fast. Nice and fast, but hopefully considerably faster. It really likes to build the miners, doesn't it? Whatever, it's only 2 of them this time instead of 20. These guys might be a bit of a lost cause. Well, those are done at least. A little quicker now. A lot quicker now. It's quite funny to me. Hey, there we go. Somebody had to win. Potentially just as planned. So this thing keeps a shield going. We have some gun. Well, we have gun going. Perfection. Let's carpet this place in our tower power. Well, it's going to be a growing problem over here, isn't it? But it's no problem the mortar can't fix. Feels good bringing in all the power, though. I like that. The more land you control, the more power you have, and oh boy, we can get powerful. And then we can use that power. And abuse that power. I hope that was a good explosion. Well, for given values of good. I'm gonna miss this thing. Probably gonna keep spreading around here, unfortunately. Let's get more of these on to go, just in case it creeps a little closer. There we go, looking not too shabby. Get a little closer, a little more intimate here. Poor man's Factorio? Nah, this shares no real resemblance with Factorio. Completely different game loops. Alright, advance and make way for a back line of mortar. Nice. Very nice. Alright, well, the deficit's a bit of a pain. So I should probably deal with that by building a whole load more miners. I feel like that's something I'm going to say right before these miners actually cause me deficit. Are you enjoying the game so far, says Chumbro? Actually, not really. This, doesn't feel like what I signed up for. Again, it feels a bit more RTS than tower defense. I don't like to be so hands-on with my everything, but moving all these units around is a bit of a pain. But I've got a challenge to undertake here. Oh, doesn't look so good for these guys now. They looked fine for a while, and now they look not fine. Maybe it's the whole deficit of power thing that's killing them. We have a lot of deficits going on. And I really feel like my power output's not there now. What happened to all these miners that are meant to be chugging out? Ah, I can make them give out blueite. But I kind of desperately need power right now, so... power is what we're having. Also, I don't think these guys are largely connected to my everything here. No, I've not played Endzone. Why is everyone going on about Endzone? Maybe because it just recently came out, but still. Is it the flavor of the month game? Okay, finally the energy is going somewhere good. Maybe because I actually linked them up to my my power grid here. But good. Now I can hold things like this and expand my own power. As well I should. Alright, go. Move forward, creep, if you will. Endzone is newly out. It's in sale, so people want your opinion before the sale ends, I bet. When's the sale end? Seems a bit daft to want my opinion on these kinds of things, though. You know how erratic my taste in games gets. Incredibly. I already have Endzone, so the allure of a sale is a little lost on me. Did you not actually connect up to the grid? The sale one's in March 25th, and it's the 21st now. I see. I'm not going to base any decisions on that, though. I did not get into this thing in order to be an avenue to recommend or not recommend games. So it makes me a little uncomfortable that people would base their opinion on a game on my opinion of it. But maybe that's just part and parcel of the situation. Okay, I've been ignoring this bluite ore thing this whole time. Let's have one of you do bluite and see what happens. Breathe, friend, breathe. I've added the factory to our interface. Build the factory for peace. Okay. The factory. Yes. The factory. Oh, I have the factory selected. Ah, so I click on this to create factory. Okay, there's a factory. What do you make of that? You should use their reliance on your opinion to make them buy good games like Dominions 5. Oh, Dominions 5 is terrific. Okay, your spirit is awesome. Miners making bluite. Miners with... what? Okay. Miners making bluite and sending it to the factory. It's a regular commune of resources. And what's that at the factory? You got it, Chief. Anti-Creeper. Yin Yang, Alpha, Omega, balance of the... what the hell is it talking about? Okay, so I have a factory where it makes Anti-Creeper, Arc, and Liftic. Okay. You have fun with that. I should really be harnessing more of this power. I think there's some great irony to these guys being the creepers, but I'm the one actually creeping forward here. I get it, this alien template thing uses anti-creeper and makes... I'm not sure I do get it. Maybe I'm not making enough anti-creeper. Let's have some more of these guys changed out to bluite since the power situation looks good. Nullification. Thank you, Sarge. AC robots. Get things. Okay, sure. I just be ignoring all the text here because it's not making a world of sense to me. I like the application of using the higher ground to place the pylons and safely access more of the energy. Oh, this guy's not liking it though. He's gonna die. Oh, could be his lucky day. When in doubt, more mortar. I think more mortar is something that we've been ignoring here. There we go. Okay. I still don't think I get what this thing's doing. Oh, wait, some kind of robot thing is popping out here. And it's I think it's dying. Bye-bye. Oh, but it's done a thing. It's covered the emitter in sand. And stuff. Ooh, more energy here. More energy for more blue stuff. For more suicide robots, maybe? Oh, maybe this is meant to be some kind of robot's face. I assumed it was some kind of battery. You know what they say about assumptions. They help you get on with your life. Come on, guys, don't get yourself killed so easily. Or do. Right, so maybe, just maybe, if I activate this other shield emitter looking thing, we're gonna get ourselves a whole lot more... Actually, I'm wondering if it carves away all this stuff. Or does it just stop it from... Oh, okay, that's a hang. My whole system hung there. Fascinating. I'm not sure if this stuff is being pushed out or not. It kind of looks like it is. We're not attacking it, but away it goes. Might want to worm its way around here, though. Power for me. You guys get over there, just make sure that stuff doesn't, I don't know, creep up on us. Alright, and then time to mine out the power. No sense overthinking it, just slam it down. Do I want power? Do I want blue stuff? I don't know, depends on how this looks, because it doesn't look good right now. That's quite a few lazy mortars. Around here, for example, push forward. Push, push, push. And can we nullify? Yeah, I wouldn't mind nullifying you. Seems pretty cheap, can just nullify it from behind my impenetrable shield. And I guess we're going to make more suicide robots here. I'll believe it. Let's make all you guys do blue-white then, since the energy situation seems largely taken care of. Off the blue-white goes, do-do-do-do-do, over to the Factroid. And then it spits out killer robot things. Oh, which are probably good at this guy if it's making, what was that, 300 every 10 seconds. These guys are going to do an Android 16 on us. There we go, more mortars, and the solution to all the problems in this game. Still not quite sure what this liftic thing is all about. It's full of ammo and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be popping anything out. But what do I know? Well, I know how to clear this area, it seems. But these guys showing that. Is that to say that they're low on ammo? Maybe the throughput isn't good enough for them. They're building up. They'll be okay. And all the while, I can harvest yet more energy. Yeah, on that thing about drawing opinions from my streams, I mean, I would like to think people can watch the stream and determine if that's something that they're going to enjoy or not from seeing it, not from anything I would say. Because it does make me profoundly uncomfortable that people would take my opinion as gospel. On whether a game's good or not. If there's anything to take for gospel, it's my opinions on how to play Frostpunk well, but not on what makes or breaks a good game. But maybe I just gotta live with that. That's why they call it influencer, and that is a name I can't stand. Influencer, such an ugly term. Because it turns the whole thing from a fun stream time into a marketing tool. And that disgusts me. Alright, I realize now that I'm not ruthlessly exploiting this area for its resources. Grabby, grabby, grab. This aspect I quite like. Just carpeting the land in your pylons to harness all the power within it. I bought Hades after your stream, but that was using my eyes, says Prince. I mean, that's kind of a given. I'll play games and people think, oh, that looks good, and go and get it. But what I don't like is I play a game and then I go, oh, and you should like this game and buy it because of X, Y, Z. Like, no. No. I have opinions. You, hopefully, have differing opinions. These suicide robots are a nice touch. He seems to have given up on his job there. Come on, man, you're meant to fight and die for me. No friendly robot of mine. I should have predicted failure. Well, we'll see how it would have... Well, the returns on failure are pretty damn good. I don't know why so many people voted on success here. Oh well, they'll get what's coming. Okay, so with that one nullified, the rest of this can be cleaned up as well. Although, do I even want or need to? I guess if it's completely cleaned up, then it gives me a lot of resources that I can drag away to other fronter liner places. What are these robots doing? Just waiting in line to suicide themselves. Ah, well, they clear out a lot of area regardless, it seems. Okay, you guys, come on, get a little closer in there. Even if it seems suicidal, it's suicidal for you, which makes it okay. Wonder if I could swiftly get a fat stack of mortars built here before the water comes in and deals with suicide robot stuff. Ah, I sent a lot of them to their death then. Oh, it's coming. Come on, time to get operational. Swiftly now. And the ammo, please. Preferably before these guys all die. Expertly done. Oh, hang on. Nullifying these guys is completely optional. I'm not here to do optional tasks. All I have to do is activate the totems and collect the items. And I assume that's just all of this stuff. Well then. New objective received. Destroy them. Oh, this is about to be a bit of a problem. He mastered the ability to read the objectives. Impressive. I'm just kind of glossing over the UI, really. That is my bad. Huh. You kind of cleaned that up a little too well. Move in for the kill. Technology and anti-creeper. Praise be to the founders. Alright, well, let's get those totems fired up. This click and drag thing's actually very handy. Wonder what Creeper World 3 was like. Was it lacking some of this quality of life stuff? Ah, it's like a well-oiled machine. It was still top-down 2D. This is the first 3D one. Ah. Okay, is that the totems activated? It looks pretty activated to me. And away we go. Huzzah. We know nothing. Alright. Time to admit something. I'm not enjoying this game at all. It's not at all what I was hoping for here. It's not to say it's a bad game, but I didn't sign up for this. I was hoping for some lovely turret defense time. Not turret defense, what's the word I'm looking for? Tower defense. And the whole gameplay loop to me feels like a real-time strategy. And it's not clicking anything for me. It's not ticking any boxes. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like it's washing over me. And it's not bad, but it's certainly not pleasant. And there's more than one way to lose a weekly one-shot, and one is to just not want to keep playing. I feel kind of sad about that. I was excited about giving this one a go, but it's just, there's nothing to chew on here. It just, oh well, I could drone on about that, but the fact is that I am not feeling this one, especially the prospect of 8 hours of this, whatever this is. We'll see what it has to say on this mission. There are certainly elements of this that I really like. I do like the way that the water interacts with the terrain and how indeed you build with the terrain, but just the payoff doesn't feel like it's there. Maybe it's because we're chipping away at this water that doesn't feel very impactful, but I think it's more down to the fact that I am building and moving units around like an RTS, whereas I want to build more of a wall that lasts, something like Defense Force or Plants vs Zombies. Maybe I should just stream Plants vs Zombies at some point. Really get my love back for a good tower defense game. In any case, I'm throwing in the towel. Everybody that voted on success doubtlessly believed in my strategic abilities, and that's a very fair thing to do. But what you didn't see coming was the fact that I don't really like this game. I'm not saying that the game is bad. It's probably very good. If you're looking at this and thinking, oh, that looks like the kind of thing I want to play, then great, go for it. But me, I'm not. I'm really not. But that does mean that everybody that voted on failure is going to get one hell of a payout right now. Jake, with the current pace, you would not have made it anyway. There are at least 3 missions that require like 50 minutes each. Oh well, that's rich coming from someone that predicted failure, but still somebody that wins out there. Okay, I was actually quite excited about a nice long weekly one-shot, but not if it's going to be this. First things first though, let's get that payoff going. Why have I had 2 browser windows open giving me information about this game? Huh, fascinating. Right, first things first, everybody that voted failure, and I am most definitely failing this one, is going to get the big bucks here. Enjoy it. It always warns me, are you sure you want to do this? Awarded 2 million channel points. Enjoy, although I'm not sure it's going to feel like a ripe victory for you. Victory is still victory. And I'll be able to check the summary. I want to see the big winners out of this as well. Hold that thought. I think we've got it there. Hey, 2 million channel points forked out. And again, Kiri, who really believed in failure, just won a fat stack of points. Many people did, if only they'd voted a whole lot more on the failure. I don't know, I'm a little bummed about that one. When you're so excited about a game and it does this for you. Well, now I know how the whole world felt about Cyberpunk. Right, well that means we have a few things to do. One is to roll the punishment game, because even if I'm throwing in the towel, I still have to eat that. And secondly, we've got a whole rest of the day here. I think we should have another thing streamed. We'll think about that momentarily. In any case, let's get that wheel prepped. Feek Machinen is saying, is this the first time Jake's thrown in the towel? No, I've thrown in the towel quite a few times, but it doesn't happen that often. Well, I like to think it doesn't happen that often. I don't like to consider myself a quitter, but this isn't quitting from the challenge, it's quitting from the prospect of playing more of this game, which is such a sad thing to say, but that's not what I'm looking for. Right, that's neither here nor there now, because what we're looking at is the punishment list. I've not had a great run on weekly one-shots lately. There have been quite a few punishments, some of them really rather bad. I'm going to shuffle up this list quite a bit. It's full of a lot of punishments by now. Not a lot of well-established lobbies, though. Mr. Maze is 8 backers thick. Candice DeBaby is 4. A couple on Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Lucky says it's awful, like really, really bad. Still, oh, that's not what we should be showing off here. Not at all. There we go. Right. Well, nothing more to say. Round it goes, and it's what we do. Back in the early days, the punishment game system was, you know, like a dozen people at most putting forward games. Way at the start, I think it was just Euristo that straight up picked them. but we've come a long way, and a lot more people have awakened to their sadistic side. Right, it's not going to be Resident Evil 6. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, do not do Candice to Baby. No, no, it's too soon! Ah! Damn it. I've been really disappointed in all the people that put forward the other Candice to Baby game, because, you know, Candice to Baby was a wonderful experience, a horrible game, but almost artistic in its horror, and I'd hoped that it would be quite a long time before we dig up Candice to Baby and go and see what else they have in store. But it looks like their numbers come up. I want to know who specifically this Candice to Baby vote is for. Let's see, it's between Liberty of Death and Mixed Messages. Soup Dog. This is specifically Soup Dog's backing of Candice to Baby's Scandalous Secrets. So along with Panzer General, those are two punishment games that we're going to see to in the coming wild cards. Well, you know, I invite this punishment game system upon myself. I think it adds a nice little edge to the weekly one-shot. But today's weekly one-shot was sadly lacking in edge overall. We've got an evening to fill up here. I'm probably going to go and stop, grab some lunch and come back to deal with it. But my heart is saying that we should have more State of Decay 2, because the idea of having to wait 3 whole days before getting back to that is kind of too much for me. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, like I said, I'll take my stop for lunch and I will be back maybe about 30-40 minutes from now. Until then, though, I can't blame Zaramus for this challenge. It seemed pretty fair. But the game's just, it's not for me. I'm not saying it's bad, far from it. It just ain't for me. Still, until our stream later on, so cheers and cheerio.